Good afternoon. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. My name is Tracy Weinzapfel. Welcome to my studio. I just want to chit chat. I feel like every couple of days, if I haven't chit chatted with you, I got lots to share. So why not just check in and answer all of your questions? Let me know if you're here. I kind of feel like painting too. Well, I have to paint tonight. Hi, Leticia. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, I owe you an email. Oh. Kelly, I owe you. No, hold on. Yeah. Kelly. You wanted to buy this one, right? I could save you some postage. Hi, Hitomi. That was my reminder. Isn't that nice that I remembered? I promise I'm catching up. It just isn't. It's just not sticking to. I got a lot on my plate. Hopefully she'll answer me and say yes, yes, yes. Hi, Denise. Perfect. I'll answer. I'll answer because I can kill two birds with one stone and postage. That way you save money on the postage and we're all happy. Okay, good. So I have dessert. Karen, I have your order here too, I think. Yeah, I have to paint your journals. I was going to do that tonight. Am I right? I'm right. All right. My mom, hi, Ann. My mom bought an apple pie yesterday. This apple pie is the size of my hand. It is like the smallest apple pie, and I figure that is not too damaging. So I'm going to eat my apple pie. It's my dessert. So I just want to jump on here and answer all the questions, talk about all the things. I have been really a busy little girl. And good. I'm going to paint. I've got orders. I got about 15 orders over there. Every other day I'm filling orders. I'm just coming out here working. I keep saying when you run and own your own business, as I do, I don't know if any of you ever played store as a kid, like, Mom, come down and shop in my imaginary store. And my mom would come downstairs, and back in the day, we didn't have the fancy ATM machines and stuff that the kids have now. And you would just sit there and all day, my mom used to buy us the little check receipt books and stuff anyway. So now I'm literally playing store as my occupation, and I love it. So I just want to thank you guys because that is pretty dang special. I was just a huge proponent of playing school and store by myself. So my repeat customers was my mother when she was doing laundry, and my father when he was working out in the basement. Dad, please buy some more of this. And he was like, Tracy, I already own that, but he did it. So now I really am playing real store. Hi, Chris. So is it Chrissy? Chris with an E. I do want to talk about my new brushes because I've gotten many a question. Yes. They're selling great. So excited. And I just want to thank you. I will answer the question. Set number 1, I primarily had acrylic painting in mind. Yes, these brushes can be used on watercolors and with watercolors. And I included a 6 round, an 8 round, a 20 flat, and then a 4 fan brush, my favorite, and a 10/100 extra long detailer. Can't wait for mine to arrive. Trust me, I'm staying on top of orders. Set number 2 is this set, which I primarily had watercolors in mind because these salmon colored brushes are the water lily brushes and they are watercolor brushes. This is a sports bra. I don't know what's happening, so I'm not trying to show you okay, I'm not trying to show you any of my biz. And then I have a 4 round, a 6 round, a 1/2 inch flat, a 4 fan, and then I 15/0 extra long. What set of brushes is best to use on glass or paint? This set, because this is acrylic. Okay. Sorry, Karen has a question. Karen has a question. I'm live right now. Karen, you did not order a fan brush. Are you looking just to get an individual fan brush? If you want to send me an email, I'll post my email address. The dog is out here. That's not my email address, but I can, if you email that email, Anne will get that email. That's her email. But I don't see a fan brush on here. Okay. Anyway, but your order hasn't shipped. And my last set this is what I'm calling like my shading and detailer set and all the little details. This has 2 of the stencil brushes, a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and then the Stencil Brush Pro 3/8 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch, and the little dot thing, the foam detailer that I make tons of dots, and I've shown that. So I'll use these tomorrow. This makes everything easier for me when you all ask me about brushes and what I use. I just made it so easy, and this helps you to not have to individually order brushes anymore. Thank you, Glenda, for saying I'm funny. I want to repeat what happened to me yesterday. I'll post it. Okay, so number 1, okay. I have placed, so this should answer your questions. I really made them acrylic, watercolor, and then like all the details that work on both. I just want to thank you guys because I have so much fun doing my business and sharing inspiration and sometimes just being that, just telling you how life is. I don't know if I told you this, but the store that I had all my glassware in got my glassware like 3 weeks to a month ago, and now they're going out of business, which is so sad. And I did find out it's not because of me. She did think my glasses were actually very pretty and they were selling. So, but anyway, I'm actually going to buy one of their fixtures and use it as a shipping location and fix up another piece of furniture because God knows I need to do that in my lifetime. Another exciting thing that happened is, and I'll tell you what these are. I'm probably going to show you what these are. This is actually, I ordered these kits. Jelly Arts has new kits coming out. If you haven't heard of Jelly Arts, I work with them as well. And they asked me to design an image transfer pack. Those are my designs. I drew these. So I ordered the image transfer kit to sell, and I ordered the journaling kit to sell. And I'm going to make some projects tonight with these, and I'll be telling you how to use these. But I drew those. Remember those black and white images that I was sharing out of my journals, and I was saying this is for a special project, but I can't share what the project is yet? That was this. I try not to do that. I'm looking to see if I can find them. I know I designed them in something. I don't remember where I designed them. Did I design them in this? No. Wouldn't have been in that. Well, I have the originals somewhere. I have proof I designed them. And I did about 6 or 8, no, I think I did 5 or 6 black and white drawings, and I said I couldn't share what that was. But so many of you asked about how to do image transfers, and I know how to do them. And actually, I'm going to do a Facebook Live for Deco Art, for Jelly Arts in a couple of weeks. So I'll give you all the details. Denise said I just bought a Jelly Arts pad thing. Just need to learn how to use it. Perfect. Love the image transfer technique. I'm going to share it with you. I don't know what is going on here. But I designed these. I'm going to say that. And I bought these to sell as well. And there's another pack as well, which I bought as well. So I'm going to put those on the shelf, and I'll be selling those. I don't know. I think I ordered a dozen so of the kits. I feel like I should have ordered more. But it's going to make image transfers so much easier, and I'll be able to help you with that. So that's pretty cool that I did that. And then, I don't know why this is sitting here, but this is the cabinet I'm going to order for my bathroom. I brought that out here to make sure it fits. And I am going to tell you about the mini retreat, which does have a name. I'm not going to tell you the name, and don't say the name yet. It does have a name, but we're not going to tell you the name. I'm really bothered by the fact that I cannot figure out where those drawings are. Anyway, I can't figure out where those drawings are. I know, isn't that cool? How nice to catch you live. Hope you had a wonderful visit with your children. I had a great visit. I had 9 days of fun. In fact, I had 9 days of so much fun, I had to come home and rest from my vacation. But that's pretty exciting that I was asked to do that, design them, and now it's the Wildflower set. And then I'm going to tell you that, yes, we're doing a mini retreat. Is the potty inaugural retreat? Yes, the potty will be working, should be working as of tomorrow. The potty is not working as of this minute. They needed a part for the toilet. Thank God I didn't use it, because I flushed it to make sure I did a test run before I actually used it. But it needs a part. Something to vent to make the water flow where it's supposed to flow with all of what's in it. And so they're going to be here tomorrow, which is great. So I have not christened the potty yet. I have used the sink. The sink is so great. The utility sink is fantastic. I have used that. I feel like I'm sharing a little TMI. And then, let's see, I did place a very large order that is coming in from a new supplier, and my old supplier, which I was using when I was in California, now that I got everything transferred over to North Carolina, I'm able to order from them. So I'm going to get in and order from them as well. Yes, we're going to have another challenge in September. I'm working on that. As far as the mini retreat goes, I'm going to tell you the difference. Thank you, Hitomi, for asking me wonderful questions. Mini in terms of the number of people, or mini in the terms of time? Or mini, am I just going to have small people here? No. Mini as in I'm going to christen my art studio. The purpose of having a 1,000 square foot art studio isn't just to have 1,000 square feet worth of art supplies, because I don't need that. It was my vision and my dream, although I never thought this would come to fruition, is to invite people to my art studio. Now, there were certain limitations when I moved here. It didn't have heating and air conditioning. Voila, it's in. I could freeze y'all out of here. Okay, number one. Number two, it did not have a bathroom. problem solved. We don't have a working bathroom, but I will have a working bathroom. And by the way, small people, yeah, that's not me either. So in fact, when you meet me in person, most people do this. Wow, you're so much taller than I thought you were. And they do it to Anne as well. We're not small people. Now, when you meet my mother, it probably could fit twice of her. So mini retreat is really, the idea was to invite people here to my studio, 10 to 12 people, 10 people. I'm ordering tables. I'll figure out if it's 12. And have enough room that y'all can come shop, experience live classes with me. Everything is movable in here. Yeah, tell me. Yes, I know you're saying. Everything is movable in my studio. This is my studio. Let's see if I have another. Nope, that's not my studio. Oh, this is my studio. Everything moves around. Okay, I got plenty of room. Bathroom's right outside that door. Okay, so I solved the problems, and there was like, I have no more excuses of why I cannot invite people here. So we're going to do a small retreat, as in people that can be here. It is going to be June 25th through the 27th. I'm really excited. But there is going to be another option for you all to attend if you cannot be here in person, whether it sells out or you just physically cannot be here or you're overseas, and we're going to have an online option. I thought this would be a great way, because if it's only 10 people in here, or 12 or whatever, I can actually put up a projector and a screen, and they'll be here with me experiencing all the things, plus lunches and breaks, and I think I'll arrange for us to just meet for dinner. But I'm going to do an online option. So when I'm teaching session number 1, then session number 2, and then the next day session number 3, I'm able to do it from right here. I'll adjust my lighting so that I can see their faces and move my screen and all of the other things. I will be able to offer this online. Now, of course, that means I'm not going to take you outside and have lunch with us. Or if we eat lunch in here, yes, I'm going to provide lunches. I'm going to do like continental-y snacks and all the things. And I just, I bought a Keurig and coffee and tea and water, and I'll do all of that, and then we'll go out to dinner. I'll just meet y'all out for dinner. I loved the idea. We did that the last time. And then Sunday we'll do it all over again. We'll be done at like 2 o'clock or something. But then I'll have an online option. So it'll be almost like you're here, but physically you can't be here. So if you're a member of Your Artful Journey, so the only thing my team was waiting for yesterday was, yes, I do have a jumbo screen. I moved it yesterday. If you're a member of Your Artful Journey, we're going to post it in there first. I always promise that. Probably if you went to my last retreat, we'll throw it there. And like I said, there's a limited number of people. Originally, I wanted 5. That didn't seem like enough. Anne will be here. My parents are going to do some guest appearances, which they were like, what? You want us to join? So you get to meet my family. My dog will make a guest appearance. She's usually here. We'll all just have to be used to the fact that she will be here. And, maybe I'll ask my brother and my sister-in-law. Just the whole family can come over. And we'll just create. I have some projects in mind. Yes, they'll fit in your suitcase when you leave. And it'll be a basic, like you'll get a supply list, all of the things. I'm really excited. As far as a regular retreat, like a real in-person, no online offering, that I usually do. I'm looking at a date in October. So that will happen. Lovely, I can't this time, but hopefully next time. As far as hotels, yes, you're not staying here. Lisa with 2 S's, although I would love it. I have 3 hotel recommendations. I have not been at the hotels, and I listed the first one. We'll provide those as well. One of them that came in was like highly recommended. I just haven't had time to visit all the hotels. I just know that there's like a budget one on Capitol, real like close to me, but I happened to look. It looks like it's sold out for that weekend, and I'm super thankful because I don't think I would want anybody at that budget motel. Yeah. The other thought was I was just going to put a bunch of yurts or teepees in the back. And I don't know what we're going to do with 10 cars, but I just suggest everybody carpools. We'll fit them in. We'll pack them in. And if this works great, we'll just rinse and repeat, and I'll do this more on the regular because that's easier than a huge retreat. Okay? Yeah, I don't really want anybody to stay at the Bates Motel. That's a good name for it. I think it's called budget. Will we need to pack watercolors, acrylics, and brushes? You'll give us a list. Denise, I'll give you a list. I always say, I'm the kind of person who says, are Ubers available? Yeah, I live in Raleigh and Wake Forest. Absolutely. Lisa will get you. Ubers, yes. Did I miss the dates? July 25th through the 27th is the mini retreat. I have not set the maxi retreat, the big retreat. The mini retreat, July 25th through the 27th. And your Artful Journey members will hear about it first. I'm guessing tomorrow. I just wanted to wait until I could put the hotels in there, which I did today. I didn't have time to go look. Oh, back to the question, Denise. Will you need to? I always say when you guys go to retreats that I do, because a lot of people just love their watercolors, love their brushes. You'll have the opportunity to shop here because you'll be in my shop. So you'll be able to shop here, buy the paint brushes, whatever. And if you want to bring your favorite watercolors, great. If you want to borrow mine, I always let people do that. Or if you just want to use a set of mine because you're thinking about buying them, I'm happy with that. And acrylics, no, I will be supplying acrylics and stuff. I don't want you to have to travel in your suitcase and worry about your peacock teal leaking on your favorite sweater. But that was really the stuff I wanted to do. You know, of course, you're going to come and I'm going to say, you know, we are going to put a table outside if people want to eat outside. And, you know, my tables are on wheels and there's a big roll-up door if the weather's nice. If it's hot and humid, I'm not going to make anybody go sit outside. All of the things. My house is very private to me. You know, we're not going to be field tripping into my house. But I mean, there's nothing really to see except for the sanctity of the dog who will probably be hiding most of the weekend. And hi, Tracy, you're back. Hope you had a wonderful vacay. I had a terrific vacay, Blanca. I had the most amazing. I think that answered that question. I love it, you guys. You'll be able to ask the behind the scenes, how do I run my business? Today I did, running a business is fine, and I've never really served the public before. Like my home before, I used to do all my retreats out. So today it was just a matter of like general liability and this and that. And, you know, I'm just like dot my I's, cross my T's, do my thing, registering my car, my corporation, all these things that involve when you move. One day I just want to sit and answer everybody's business question of what I did wrong. Blanca, the bathroom is 98% finished. Now that last 2% should be finished tomorrow, and that part is putting the vent on the toilet to make sure the toilet flushes down and doesn't burp upward and become a bidet. Something about air pressure, going downhill, all of the things. And I will, and I am shipping, so you'll be able to shop here. I'll have things and, you know, we can check you out and you can pay and all that good stuff. We'll figure all that out. It's really just me. You know, my mom's like, I don't have to do anything important, do I? No, Mom. I actually just am hiring you to do the meet and greet. She's like, I'd like to do what I did before for you. I used to go to your classes at the winery, and all I would do is just talk to everybody. I'm like, yes, Mom, you would drink wine and talk to everybody and distract them. So we're going to make sure that my mom has some specific jobs. Yeah, I will make sure the bathroom is 100% running. I'm telling him tomorrow you have exactly 1 month, but he's supposed to come in tomorrow because there is no going back once I release this. I'm waiting for the vent to be fixed. I'm waiting for me to christen that toilet. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today. And then I will share one other little funny. My mom is freaking fantastic. You're gonna love my mom. You're gonna actually look at me standing next to my mother and be like, how did this happen? How did you come out of her? I'm about 5'8", 5'9", and my mom is not. But once you meet my dad, he's tall. I have to laugh because I shared this with my team yesterday, and I feel like I can share this because it's not one of you who made this comment. And am I allowed to say this about well, I always share my artwork, my team does, on my social media page. I'm not giving names. I always laugh. 99% of you, thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the this. Thank you for the, the inspiration. On occasion, people will say, hey, can you slow that video down? And I always say, hey, my time-lapse videos are from another lesson. They're listed here on free tutorials. Sometimes you'll ask what paints I'm using. And thank you. I get hearts and likes and all. And yesterday I just laughed because, oops, hold on. Let me make sure I can see my comment. I had to screenshot it because my girlfriend sent it to me and said, wow, is this the kind of feedback that you get on all of your work? But, and it was a time lapse. And the person wrote, well, there were, I can't even count them because the L's are so close together, but no less than 13 of them, ... I don't like it. ... So then I was laughing and I said to my team, not only did this person take the time, which they don't like it, and I did write, thank you for your feedback. I felt like that was the proper. My girlfriend was like, that's what you wrote? I'm like, yeah. Her feedback was she didn't like it, and I respect that. But I was laughing because it took an extra effort to leave a comment, a negative one, with that many L's and that spelled that wrong that she even had to skip the auto spell and add, she was really digging on it. So that was my social media person was laughing and she said, I was wondering if you saw that. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, I think it's nice that you wrote thank you for your feedback. But anyway, that was my funny for yesterday because my girlfriend texted it to me and said she's not a fan. I'm developing a thicker skin. And it was funny because my friend said, why didn't you just delete it? I'm like, because that's her feedback. She didn't like it. Well, but for the most part, I don't ever have to hear that. So I guess I'm doing something okay, but we were all laughing because I always think if it takes a little extra effort to do anything, I don't even like it. The second something comes up with autocorrect, I'm like, oh, forget it. It's not worth it. If I spelled the word wrong, I wasn't meant to do it. So that was my yesterday. Take it and yeah. And my girlfriend was laughing. You don't have enough that do like, no, those negative, they really don't. I've gotten better. It used to be I'd go down the rabbit hole and it could be like 0.07% of a negative comment and I'd concentrate on that small percentage. But yesterday I just thought, nah, she really doesn't like it. So I don't know. I don't think she'll be back, but it's okay. Thank you guys for always. I feel like painting, but sorry, I developed a cough while I was in California, and I think it was because I was allergic to the cat, and I think I still got a fur ball stuck. So that was my that was my funny for the day. You can't please everybody, and I have to remember that. But my girlfriend was like, why didn't you delete it? I'm like, because that was her feedback. Anyway, we are painting tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And if I get a wild hair, I have 2 paintings to do. I'm so glad that you are here for those of us who love being here with you. I appreciate it. Yeah, there was another person who gave me feedback that, I don't want you talking during your demos. But that also goes against the person who said this is like watching paint dry. So, I don't know what to do. The dates for the mini retreat, hi Jean, are July 25th through the 27th. We're going to announce that in your Artful Journey, I think tomorrow, and then and we'll post it about that. So that's going to be here. Darla. Okay, Darla, can I tell I don't know if Darla remembers this, but back in the day I was teaching for deco art at a trade show, and that's what I was hired to do, and I was hired based on my style. And I remember these ladies were discussing art, whatever. They were just discussing while I was just painting and demoing and minding my own business, but they happened to be in front of me. And out loud they said, which I love, boy, I'd feel so bad if my kids inherited that. I was just like, hey, I can hear you. These work. And I just notice sometimes as we get older as women, sometimes we forget to put a filter in before we leave. And B, we never check the volume of our own voices compared to who's standing next to us. And I just had to remember at that point that art is in the eye of the beholder. And I'm still here painting, doing my thing, loving my life. So something worked out. But Darla, dear Darla, stood next to me and she said, honey, in her Oklahoma Southern accent, don't you pay attention to them. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I just thought to myself, you know what? That is the beginning of me just having to have a bigger backbone and mind my P's and my Q's and just do what I'm doing and mind my own. And I just try to remember when I'm talking to somebody, keep my voice down. And I'm a loud person. So, okay, I do need a break because I do have to go fill orders, so I just don't want to go into painting right now. But Darla, I hope she remembers that. It'll always go back in my mind of, do I give this up? And by the way, I might be like Dr. Seuss. He was sitting on a lot of artwork that's worth a boatload. And Diana said, my children say I've lost my filter. And this shit is not just for women, because my dad, and I shop with my dad a lot. We go to like the wood store. Of course, it doesn't matter. My dad talks so loud, and he doesn't care what I'm saying. And if I point out to him what he's saying, he literally will say to me, I don't care. I guess that's the gift of being older and wiser and not caring. All right. So I've updated you on my paintbrushes. I'm going to go fill orders. And I loved it. I had many of you overseas ask me about shipping on these. It's such a pain. I'm so sorry. And I did do some looking up to Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. And one lady, so cute, Jackie in the UK, said, I'll pay the $25 for the shipping. And I could not find anything that was $25 in shipping. So it does not bother me at all. What I think comes out. My motto is don't care, but be kind. I like that. I think that's, yeah. Occasionally I will say to myself, was that in my indoor voice or my outdoor voice? So for those of you who are asking about international shipping, please don't hate me. It's just one of those things. Shipping is not friendly. I feel so bad that I'm charging, I'm not making any money on shipping. It's just a pain in the, that's what it is. And I just can't help it. So I do try to, if somebody, sometimes I can't help what falls out of my mouth. Paint bottle storage. Will you be selling them? Yes. Oh my God, they're here. I just need to photograph them. Good question, Kelly. I keep saying this and then I get, so this is how I'm gonna sell them. In fact, this is this one right here. They're so easy to put together. Yes, I am. Kelly, I'm gonna send you this price so I remember. But I will list these as well. That might be my weekend project. So 1, 2, 3, this is 3 rows. And they go to bed, they go really together easily, and I just glued them. In fact, I ordered the glue that I used to glue these, and I was thinking about including it. Well, you could just buy it. Some people want to use wood glue. And then I just spray painted this. That's all I did. Yeah, I was going to offer 2 or 3 sizes, and prices at the post office are going up again July 1st. So here's the thing about my shipping as well, and I'm going to just be point blank honest with shipping. I do shipping at $10.95 flat rate shipping. That's if you order 1 thing, if you order 10 things, or 20 things. In other words, if you order 20 things, I lose money. If you order 10 things, I probably make a little bit, but I ship everything priority mail so it can be traced and it has an insurance on it. I've only had 2 insurance claims in the history of me being in business, and I double tape and everything, and I keep the acrylic paints away from other things. I try to be super conscientious. I put little free gifts in there. No, my packaging isn't pretty because I know a lot of people have boxes with their names on it, but they don't make boxes big enough to put Weinzapfel. Nah, I just don't. Haven't spent the money. But I've kept my shipping prices the same since I've been around, and I haven't raised them. Post office has probably raised them 3 times, but I figure at the end of the day, I don't want to finagle and have to weigh everything, and then, you know, you're in your zone further away from me. Sometimes I lose money on shipping. That's it. It's not the end of the world. I try to make my prices affordable, and, you know, for those who say, well, I can get them cheaper somewhere else, that's okay. I'm a mom shop. I'm not even a mom and pop shop. And I try to show you how to use the supplies that you're using, and also I try to only represent products I know, use, and love. I actually love these paintbrushes. They're the paintbrushes I have used. I curated these 3 sets. They are the same sets that Dynasty offers, only they're packaged up pretty for me with my face on it. They're made in the USA, all of that good stuff. And I do get companies out of China who I was approached by another brush company. They wanted to do something similar, but I already done it. And I've been offered to, you know, have stuff with my name on it, and I always tell the companies, send me the products. If I'm interested in using them, I'll try them. But I've been pretty much using the same products since I started. I've used the same brushes. They've stood the test of time. I still use many of the same paints. Maybe the colors change, but that's it. I think that answers that. But yeah, I feel so bad when I can't offer my international customers something as, you know, easy. But I did priority mail shipping to the UK, and it came out $50. And I was like, I emailed her back and said I'm not even wanting to make this sale. For $50 at this point, I'll just hand deliver them to you. Invite me to the UK, I'll throw them in my suitcase. Okay, I think that about covers everything that I'm working on. I want to hang that because I love that look what I did thing. And I got to change this around because Kelly wants to buy one piece of artwork that throws the whole entire wall off. No, I'm kidding. The wall is not how it's going to be. Eventually, this will be another project, but I just don't have the wherewithal to take care of it right now. Okay, if I decide to jump on and paint, I'll just do a little announcement around that I'm back up, but I want to make some thank you cards with the printables and do some image transfers. I need to make some quick thank you cards. And then I am going to knit a blanket, crochet, quilt. No, I'm kidding. I got to fill 15 orders. Tommy said, those international folks will just have to come to the retreat and shop. You know what? They have done that. I have done that before. I would love that. Have a wonderful evening. And Blanca just said, if my mouth don't say it, my face will. That's me too. Also, I don't really lie because that just does not work for me. And even if I lie by omission, you not asking me, my mom would say, you just don't, yeah. My mom, I would just wait until she asked me 700 questions and then go, did you spill something there? Oh, yes, I did. You didn't ask about that. You said if I drop something, I did not drop it. I spilled it. Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't pan out for me. Okay, you guys, I'm glad I got this chit chat in. I just felt like telling you what was going on in my little corner of the world. But for sure, I will be painting tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. It's free. All you got to do is show up. I can't remember what we painted last week. If somebody does remember, I don't know if it was with watercolors or acrylics. So if you want a request for something tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, just put it in the comments and I'll go back and look. I just can't remember what I painted with last. I don't remember. Have a wonderful evening if I don't talk to you. Otherwise, I'll jump back on in an hour or so. I'm going to time myself and see how long it takes me to... I think I got 15 orders, and I want them all to go out tomorrow. And I want to paint these two, and I want to make some thank you cards. Talk to y'all later.